Hello everyone, today I read the story Little House in the Big Woods, as we know, chapter The Sugar Snow. So let's read. All winter, Pat said. Grandpa had been making wooden buckets and little cooks. He made them of clear and white ash. For those woods don't give a bad taste to the maple syrup. To make the truth, he slipped out the little sticks as long as my hand and as big as my two fingers. Near one end, Grandpa cut the stick half through and split one half off. This left him a flat stick with a square piece at one end. Then with a little bit he bored a little hole lengthwise through the square part, and with his knife he whittled the wood till it was only a thin shell around the hole. The flat part of the stick he held out with his knife till it was a little throw. He made dozens of them, and he made 10 new wooden buckets, and he had them already when the first warm weather came, and the sap began to move in the trees. When he went into the maple woods, and with the bit he bored the hole in each maple tree, and he hammered the round end of the little throw into the hole. And he set the bucket on the ground under the flat end. The sap, you know, is the blood of the tree. It comes from the roots when warm weather begins in the spring, and it goes to the very tip of each branch and twig to make the green leaves grow. Well, in the maple sap came to the hole in the tree, it ran out of the tree down the little hole through and onto the bucket. Oh, didn't it hurt the poor tree? Laura asked. No more than it hurts you when you prick your fingers and it bleeds, said Pat. Every day, Grandpa puts on his boots and his warm coat and his fur cap, and he goes out into the snowy woods and gathers the sap with a barrel on the sled. He drives from the tree to tree and empties the sap from the buckets into the barrel. Then he hauls it to a big iron kettle and hangs it by a chain from across timber between two trees. He empties the sap onto the iron kettle. There is a big bonfire under the kettle, and the sap boils, and Grandpa watches it carefully. The fire must be hot enough to keep the sap boiling, but not hot enough to make it boil over. Every few minutes the sap must be skimmed. Grandpa skims it with a big, long-handled wood ladle that he made of grass wood. When the sap gets too hot, Grandpa lifts ladles full of it high in the air and pours it back slowly. This cools the sap a little and keeps it from boiling too fast. When the sap has boiled down just enough, you fill the buckets with the syrup. After that, he boils the sap until it grains, and when he cools it in a saucer, the instant the sap is graining, Grandpa jumps onto the fire and rakes it all out from beneath the kettle. Then, as fast as he can, he ladles the thick syrup into the milk pans and that are standing ready. In the pans, the syrup turns to cakes of hard brown maple sugar. So, this is the end of the story. Bye.